I'm Peter Gowers from iProperty and this morning I've got Mario Tsirbas here with me from 4 Kitchens. Welcome, Mario.
Thank you, good to be here.
Now, Mario, in real estate, we get asked time and time again, look, I want to sell my house, but I think I need to update it. My kitchen looks old, my bathroom looks old. What sort of things can I do to update it without spending too much money, usually? So I thought it'd be a great idea to have a chat with you, and maybe you could give us some tips and tricks of what people can do.
Sure, that's a very common question that we get asked as well. I guess it comes down to understanding what you want to achieve at the end of the day. Obviously, kitchens and bathrooms sell homes. If you have a very ratty kitchen, a quick little makeover probably won't cut it. But at the same time, we're in a difficult market. Overspending can be just as much of a problem.
Yep.
So it's important to know exactly what you're trying to achieve, who your target market is that you're trying to sell to, and then come up with a design and a budget that will achieve the outcome. So if, for instance, we were in the rural area measuring up a kitchen only last week, and the client advised us that they were looking for a quick sale, and the first question I asked them is, well, who are the kinds of buyers for your kind of property out here? And they said, well, it'll most likely be a family with kids. There's a large rural block, plenty of space for the kids to run around, and that meant that the kitchen design had to adjust in subtle ways in some cases. For instance, instead of having a single door fridge, we expanded the fridge area, so a large double door French door style fridge could go in, because obviously kids tend to need food occasionally. So little things like that, more bench space, somewhere to sit and for kids to do homework, as opposed to showing off some knickknacks and cookbooks, etc. So those kinds of things do play a part. The types of finishes that you would use. So it's important to really understand what the outcome needs to be, because that will guide the conversation and the design, and therefore the price that you're going to be quoted.
Okay, so let's say I've got a rather dated home, and let's say I need a new kitchen, a new bathroom, and the wardrobes are shot, and I'm selling.
Yes.
What should I be doing first, and why?
That's a tough one, only because I don't know how shot is shot. So definitely the kitchen and the bathroom are seen as critical spaces, and people will emotionally apply value to them much greater than you might really need to spend. So one thing we find is that people seem to think a kitchen is $50,000 or $30,000, and it doesn't necessarily need to be. But in their mind, that is what they are needing to spend to fix up the house you're trying to sell, and they will then take that off an offering price they might put to you. Whereas if you do it yourself and you do it to a good level, you may have only spent $15,000, but your buyer thinks it's a $30,000 spend. So you're getting more value for the money that you've put in. Kitchens and bathrooms definitely focus on those. The wardrobes would be a secondary option in my view. They're a utility type of space, not an aesthetic, emotional type item. And so that's something that a lot of people feel more comfortable being able to tackle themselves at a later date. So if your budget doesn't allow you to quite get there on your wardrobes, it's probably not the end of the world. And don't try and bodgy it up, just leave it. Some people do a poor job of fixing things themselves to save the money, and it actually does them more harm than good.
Cost them.
It does. So you don't need to overspend, but you do need to spend the right amount of money in the right places.
And what trends are we seeing at the moment when it comes to people renovating? Are there certain things that...
Well, again, the trends depend on your target audience. So if you are looking to sell or to rent, then neutral, durable surfaces are the most popular, and they should be what you look for. You don't want to put something out there that is unique to your tastes, because then potentially you can turn buyers off, or again in their minds they think, oh, I need to redo the kitchen because that green colour benchtop is no good for me.
Yeah.
So they will then discount the value of what you've done.
Yeah.
So it's important again to realise who you're targeting. Neutral colours, simple colour palettes. You can always introduce colour and style through accessories. Durable surfaces are key. So it's almost unheard of nowadays for a private renovation to have laminate benchtops.
Right.
So definitely, even an entry-level priced stone benchtop is key.
Yep.
And also soft closing drawers and hinges are a big ticket item.
Yeah.
They are
particularly
a must.
with kids.
With kids, definitely. But these are standard items nowadays. They used to be a luxury and cost a lot more.
Yeah.
Nowadays they are a standard for us anyway. And we think that in general for the market.
Can you do a soft closing door for me, please, by any chance?
Definitely can do something. We can also introduce a child lock so you can have your peace and quiet.
Nice. Look, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it. We've been wanting to get some people to come and talk to us about different tips and tricks they
My
can
pleasure.
do. Kitchens and bathrooms and wardrobes are something that we talk endlessly about with our vendors, so really appreciate your time.
No, my pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, Mario. I'm Peter Gowers from iProperty. We'll catch you next time.